to this morning's big story, where it is official. As of midnight, Wisconsin's new concealed carry law went into effect, making it legal for people to bring guns into many public places around the state. For the first time, we are hearing the frightening incident as it unfolded when a gunman opened fire on worshipers, killing 6 people before killing himself. Turning to Crime Watch this morning, we are learning new details about the two 13-year-olds accused of brutally murdering an elderly woman. Antonio Barbo and Nathan Pape allegedly beat Barbo's great-grandmother to death last week. Now to a breaking news update we first brought you last night at 10. Riverside Drive at 172 is back open. Police shut it down last night as they searched for a suspect involved in a shooting. For the third night in a row, unexplained ground shaking has leaders in Clintonville scratching their heads. In our big story, city officials remain at a loss over what this could be. Several theories have been ruled out, including water, other utilities, even an earthquake. Irene may be gone, but her impact remains all along the East Coast. At least 23 people are dead, and untold damage has been left behind in more than a dozen states. Breaking news on your Monday morning as President Obama delivers the message millions have been waiting for. Nearly 10 years after one of the darkest days in America's history. Good morning, I'm Jenny Evans. The most wanted man in the world is now dead. Now to our other big story, where Governor Scott Walker spent the weekend touring the tornado damage in Nowatzke after an EF1 tornado ripped through Marinette County Friday afternoon, killing 43-year-old Doug Brem. Turning to your recall election coverage, Governor Walker getting some out-of-state support as he fights to keep his job. With the primary now less than a week away, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie campaigned with Walker in Howard. Mitt Romney is one step closer to clinching the GOP nomination. Last night, he won in all 3 Republican presidential primaries, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and right here in the Badger State. This race for the White House had been close for months, but when it came down to it and voters hit the polls, the president was reelected by a comfortable margin. Well, new this morning, more than 42 million Americans will brave the hassles and headaches of holiday travel this week. NBC's Jay Gray is in Chicago this morning from one of the nation's busiest airports. 5:28 on your Wednesday morning. Let's take a live look outside from our Green Bay Tower Cam. For many of you, you'll be hitting the roads later this morning.
Oh, you're so lucky if you're off today.
Off to Grandma's house we go.
Barney, you did such a good job today. Do you have anything to add? He's a quiet guy. Director Nick said that we probably know who Barney's voting for in the next election. That was Nick's one joke that he had to throw in there this morning.
And one thing we're not hearing at all is a quack, 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 quack. Right?
Exactly. Most drakes, the males, are actually silent.
They don't say anything at all.
No, and if they do, very few actually quack.
Your favorite Sesame Street characters are coming to Green Bay in Sesame Street Live. Joining us this morning to talk about it is the performance director, Jeffrey Johnson, along with Elmo and Cookie Monster. Topping your morning drill, the Cincinnati Reds kicked off a 3-game set at Miller Park last night, looking to do battle with the ailing Brewers. In the first inning, Ryan Braun takes the ball to deep center. That one, soaring like a Blue Jay. Go, go. The anticipation is over. It is game day at Lambeau Field. The Packers just hours away from taking on the Saints, with the NFL throwing a party unlike anything these cheeseheads have ever seen. Good morning, I'm Jenny Evans. The day is finally here, and thousands of green and gold faithful are ready to rock and roll.
Hey guys, it's Brian and Jenny here. We are standing right in the middle of Lambeau Field. Pretty cool experience right now.
Oh, it's awesome, and we're meeting so many great people
We
too.
are.
People who we grew up watching on TV, on the
Exactly.
national television, and actually we just got done speaking with Al.
We did. Take a look at this.
I love Green Bay.
Have you met any of the Packers while you've been here?
I have not met any Packers. I think they've basically been avoiding me.
I've been avoiding you because are you a football fan?
I like everything around the football. I like the food. I like the gathering. I like the traditions. I can take the game or not, or leave it or not. But this is. The tradition. Football in Green Bay is like synonymous. You say football, Green Bay, Lambeau Field, Lombardi. Those are boom. It's all together.
Exactly.
You can't say one without the other. It's like cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers, Brian and Jenny, right?
Like saying Brian and Jenny. I'm not saying who's the cheese and who's crackers.
But when it's that good, you just got to try it. And sports. Why am I holding this? I'm not even.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like now I'm just part of. It's part
you
of
can
me.
interview us.
Yeah. Hi.
It's time for According to Finley, and with Halloween just a few weeks away, we're stepping inside Courtney's kitchen for some spooky treats your kids are sure to love.
So we are now inside the Finley's home. Thank you for letting us in, you guys. This tree, tell me a little bit about this year's tree.
Stop.
Oh,
Courtney went crazy on the ornaments. She went out and got the most outrageous ornaments ever.
On the football field, he's known as number 83, tight end Tom Crabtree. But at home, he's a busy husband and father, helping his wife manage a disease she's had since the first time they met. 2012 was supposed to be a standout year for Desmond Bishop. The Packers linebacker was engaged to be married. He had a new contract, a starting position, and a strong desire to get back to the Super Bowl.
Packer Nation, we are going to the Super Bowl, Dallas. We there, baby.
February 6th, 2011, the Lombardi Trophy makes its way to Titletown. Fans, players, coaches on top of the world, and it stayed that way until January of 2012.
Ball comes out.
When the Packers dropped the ball against the Giants, their dreams of a repeat gone. Soon, winter turned to spring and spring to summer. The team was back in the Bay, including Desmond Bishop.
I'm sure I can speak for everybody on the defense and on the team. We're fired up, and it's definitely going to be different.
Little did he know how different it would really be. First quarter of the first preseason game against the Chargers, and Desmond goes down.
I knew at that moment that my worst fear in football was just being realized right now.
An MRI showed a serious injury to his hamstring. Desmond needed surgery and knew his season was in jeopardy.
Nobody officially told me that I was out until one day I was in the training room, and Ted Thompson came up to me. He told me that I would be put on IR, and so my season would be over.
Fresh off his San Francisco wedding, the newlywed truly had to rely on his wife, Gita, the woman he fell in love with 11 years ago when they were seniors in high school.
It kind of just sucks all the energy out of you, and you just realize, like, okay, this is when we made those vows of sickness through health through this, we're getting tested right now. This is it. This is what marriage is. You're gonna hit bumps in the road, but you suck it up and you make it work.
From helping him walk to stocking the fridge, Gita has been by his side.
He'd be like, no, I don't need help, I'm fine. And then he'd realize, after surgery that he can't do everything right now.
Lately, distance has been their biggest challenge.
Calf raise, you're leaning into the wall, keeping your spine nice and neutral.
Since October, Desmond has been flying back and forth between Green Bay and San Diego, where he works with a trainer on his leg, trying to get healthy for next season.
3 sets, 20 reps.
Right now, I'm still just plugging away, and I can tell, some days I wake up and walk, go to the bathroom, and I'm like, I didn't feel nothing today, so it's getting a lot better.
I'm just in awe of him. He makes me a better person and makes me want to be a better person every single day. And I don't only mean in football, I mean in life.
We're faced with setbacks, but a setback is only setting up a great comeback. So, I will be back.
Aside from planning his comeback, Desmond is also working on his first movie script. He tells me it's a sports love story. He's even met with a director out in California. For NBC26, I'm Jenny Evans.